hell is this? Is this is this ow, 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 that, ouch, good Lord, oh, you know what, that's a daggone rose, that thing is rooted in the water, look at that, and so that proves to me that you can root them in the water, son of a gun. Uh, it's doing that raining stuff again today. It's 2 o'clock. This is the first time I've been able to get out here, and I wanted to just see my stuff, look at my marigolds. Daggone it. There's marigolds. And I had this covered up. I didn't want the rain filling it up. Cucumbers is coming along. Oh man, I want to get out here. It may be sun shining later on. Look at my marigolds. I don't know what it's doing down there because I'm not going to go through the effort of going down there and not and get caught in the rain. Wow. I was going to clean all this mess up today, but this stuff is really growing, but I don't see no blooms. I want to see some blooms, for crying out loud. I'm not sure what kind that is. This leaf is a little, well, let me pinch a leaf, see if it's the same as this one over here. I know they're both hibiscus, but this leaf doesn't look, it's similar, but it's not. They're longer looking. And it's got the bloom right there on top. And I believe it's fixing to get a bloom right there. And it's getting a bloom over there. Yeah, I was wanting to get out there and check that stuff. I think I planted, maybe I didn't plant nothing in here. As far as the marigolds is concerned, marigold. Oh, this thing's really growing now. It's shooting out new growth. It's getting tall. That thing will probably go another foot or two before winter sets in. But I need to get out there. I need to get out there and let's see what my thing's is doing here. See what my, see it's in this, going a nice another thing there. That one's starting one in there. That one's got one started in there. it's kicking butt. It's kicking butt. Oh. Yeah, I'm just looking. Oh. I looked at the radar and I'm right in a little spot there. There's clouds all around, so I'll be covered up again. You know what? I need to let me go get some water. I need to water them cabbages because the rain can't hit them sitting where they're sitting. Yeah, I need to water them cabbages. See, that's something else I need to get set out. But this rain just stops me. Alright. I don't know how good that's focused, but I'm going to put a little water on all those. Okay. Now, these things ought to be starting to show some roots, but they're not. And that's them other gardenias. And these camellias ought to be doing something, but they're not. I guess they'll root. These are jalapeno miles right there. These over here is I don't know. I don't know. Anyhow. Man, I wish I could walk normal. But I can't. I was looking at scrapping with Grandpa. Boy, he's got a neat trailer. That thing dumps. He can load that stuff up with scrap and he don't have to unload it. He just goes over and flips a switch and it dumps. I never had one of those. I had a couple of U-Haul trucks one time that I bought, those 28-footers. And we'd have them things just jam-packed full from the floor to the ceiling. And the thing about it, we had to load them things by hand and we had to unload them by hand. At one time, I thought about cutting the top off of them things and making it just an open bed truck, you know. I don't know how good that would have worked, but I got out of that scrapping stuff at that time and sold the trucks. And the guy that bought the trucks, he took the boxes off of them, the big long boxes, and he made log trucks out of them, hauling logs. seemed like it'd have been overloaded, because that didn't like have dual wheels on the back. It just had the single axle on the back. And as I recall, tires for that truck back then, they were about $250 a piece. It cost, let's see, when I first got them, the tires was good, but then when I was wearing them out, I forget which place I went to, and it was $1,200 for the back. There was 4 wheels. There were tandem wheels or double wheels, you know. It was $1,200 for the back and about $700 for the front. I know it was right around $2,000. Back then, that was pretty steep. But I sure loaded that thing up a few times. And we didn't go to the scrapyard till we had it loaded. We didn't go with like these little pieces of loads. I see a lot of people going in there for $50 and $60 loads, and I couldn't come out on it if I wasn't getting at least. Well, we was shooting for around $1,500 to $2,000 a load. But back then the prices was a lot higher. The scrap steel was 12 cents a pound. Aluminum cans was about 90 cents a pound. Copper was right around $3 a pound. And brass was up there pretty high too, but I can't remember what it was. But now, I don't see how some of these guys make it when I don't know what steel's paying now. The last time I heard it was around 2 or 3 cents a pound, if it was that much. Oh my goodness, I don't know how they make it. And Scrap Kingdom, I like Marty. I watch him a lot, but he's just piecemealing it so much. You know, he goes in there with just a little. I've seen him go in there sometimes and not get but around $30. And look at the clouds over there coming. I don't know if you can see that or not. But there's some clouds coming. I see them coming over the trees over there. But we was kind of like in a little eye there. There was clouds completely surrounded us. But right over Ocala, it was clear. So I thought I'd run out here and look at stuff. But it looks like Clyde, you know, the one with the $5,000 lawnmower, looks like he mowed again. I guess he mows about 3 times a month now. I can't do that. Me and the daughter can't do that. It's $60 just to get it mowed twice a month. It's hard to pay that. But one guy actually wanted $40 to mow this yard. No way, Jose. We need to just go ahead and get a lawnmower. But this thing is stretching out again. This thing's stretching out. It's gonna bloom again. But hopefully these stems will get a lot stouter. And I'll be able to get some more cuttings off of that. Now, I do see some green over there on them rose bushes she's got growing over there. I might wind up getting some cuttings off of those. And somebody needs to get out there and drag them palm limb. That's trouble with these palm trees. See up there how the ones that's dead on the bottom, they start falling off. And if I had a pole saw and was able, I'd reach up there and get them all off at one clip. But these here, nobody's clipped them, they're just falling off. And I don't know if you can see the Mexican tulips out there, all them little purple flowers on that. I just don't understand why those things have got every evening they'll drop off, and in the morning there won't be a one on there, but there's a bunch of other little buds on there will be blooming, and it does that all the time. So it ain't no telling how many thousands of blooms them things or buds them things puts out. But I may take a cutting off of one of them one day and just see if I can root it. Just to see. I don't need it, but I would like to try it just to see if I could do it. And I'm gonna do the same thing here with my daughter's Mother's Day present. I'm gonna cut this thing off once it gets done blooming up here and over there. I'm gonna cut this thing off down right about there. And then I'm going to try to root the green part of it. I want this thing to branch out more, and I know my daughter does too, but she don't want me messing it up, she said. Well, I ain't going to mess it up, dear. I want it to bush out more. And see right here, if this blooms out here, I can cut that off there and it'll send out 2 limbs. You know, everywhere when you cut it off, it puts out 2 limbs on that thing. That's how you make it more full, you know. And boy, this corn plant, she's got a cotton picking Amarillo stuck down in there, bigger than doo-doo. And look at all that growth over there on this pothos or pothos. I don't know what you call it. It's P-O-T-H-O-S. But those laying on the ground like that, they're taking root. We will wind up having to cover this. Same thing over here on this Elmenier. That needs, when this thing goes dormant this winter, we need to pull that thing up and put more dirt in there. The biggest problem with that, if you have to move it, that thing's going to weigh, it probably would weigh over 100 pounds. And we got another pot right here that this, I wish I knew the correct name on this. I can't think of it. But this needs more dirt in it. This needs more, and that Amarillo needs to be in its own cotton picking pot. And I'm trying to cut down on the pots, you know. And I keep coming back to these strawberries. I'm liking these strawberries less and less the more I look at them. The more I look at them, I'm liking them less and less. And those aloes, they need to be in the ground. I need that container, that one there, sitting in, because I need to put a vegetable plant in that, or cabbage. And if the weather was fit, I'd be out there trying to plant these things. Let's see. Got some more weeds coming up in there. I wish she hadn't put these in here. But she got them Didn't cost her nothing. It was Christmas and Walmart was throwing them out. But they always gave the employees grabs on them if they wanted any of them, and she come home with a bunch of that stuff. Uh, and something's got to be done with that Confederate jasmine. Can you see that little lizard over there? They must catch a lot of bugs out here. Oh, and I'm thinking this this devil's backbone right here. See that? That's all green. These down here are variegated. These here are variegated, but they got a kind of a pink tint to them. See that? So I'm thinking this is a hoop. Where did we get these? I don't want these to get real leggy. By that I mean, I'm going to set this in there right now. By that I mean, I don't like them getting real long like that. I like to come in here and top them. And they're very easy to root. But when you cut them, when you cut these, you have to leave them setting for 3 or 4 days and let that cut in callus before you try to root it. Well, before you root it, you can pretty much 100% root them. And I know this is different, you know. This is variegated, but it's not got that pink tint to it. And this has just a solid dark green. And then that over there is variegated, but then this one is variegated, but it's pink. So I've got 3 different kinds here. That's interesting. And my daughter's real fussy about this one because this was my wife's. We've had that my wife had this before she passed away. So my daughter's fussy about that. And I don't know why she's fussy about this purple monstrosity here. That thing needs to be out there around the palm tree or around the deck or something. And that helps control weeds too. And what the world is that in? I can't get to it. Okay, no, that's the same thing. But these are pretty easy to root. Boy, if I just had a greenhouse about 20 by 40 feet, something like that, I'd be happy as a pig in a mud pile. And I need to take these caladiums. I've got one there, I got one laying over here, I got one over there. I need to get them all in the same pot. I wish that petalum would start putting out some green shoots so I could get some cuttings off of that. Anyhow, that's all I'm doing, folks. I just I see clouds coming in over there too. I'll be getting rained out. This here, I didn't bring my pickup stick, so I can't reach it, but I can't see if that's got roots on it yet. It might have. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna stand up. The camera's going cockeyed. But I'm gonna lay it down just a minute, folks. Sorry about that. Oh, Oh my goodness. I think I see roots on that little sucker. Yeah, see that? Let me take that. Oh yes, that's got roots. It's got roots, folks. Let me take this over here and see what we got. See that? Yeah, it's got roots. I need to get more water in that. What did I do in my bottle? I'm gonna go get some water again, folks. I run out of water. Okay. But what the Sam Hill is this? Is this ow, 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 that, ouch, good Lord. Oh. You know what? That's a daggone rose. That thing is rooted in the water. Look at that. And so that proves to me that you can root them in the water. Son of a gun. Y'all see? Oh my goodness, just look at that. Just look at that. It's a rose. It's off of that same bush. It's gonna go right back in there. That's one I'm gonna have to come out here and get potted. How about that? It's a rose. Oh my goodness. You see that, Lisa? You see that Naparoska? It rooted. I don't like roses, but I love it when I get them to root. Now those over there are supposed to be rooting. I've got, what have I got over there? I thought I had five. No, I've got four. Well, I got one that's got two in it, and the rest of them's got one. And they're doing good. But boy, I can't believe this. This sucker rooted. Kiss my patootie. Oh my gosh, you know what? I love it when stuff comes together like that. I see some sun sticking. Oh, right there. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. There's some sun up there. What happened to that? It's still over there. It rooted. The rose rooted, for crying out loud. Oh, I can't wait to tell my daughter that. And now, this thing here, I can't get it to do nothing. And that's a crepe myrtle. I've only had one crepe myrtle that rooted. And it is right, let's see, where is that sucker? It is right, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, right there it is. See that? There's that crepe myrtle. And these, of course, these golden dewdrops, they're kicking butt. They're kicking butt. And this Chinese sweet, which is like a bell pepper, this tomato plant is doing good. How about that? And all these pepper plants are growing. So if it gets nice tomorrow, maybe I'll just come out here at 7 o'clock in the morning, and 'cause it's usually pretty clear in the mornings. But I sit in there on my fat arse looking at stuff on YouTube. I don't know why I look at all that stuff. I don't. It's just information. Boy, that's a big. I started to say a big ass lizard. Boy, that's a big lizard. I'll bet that sucker be eating on them little lizards. They've been known to do that. But I need to get out here. I wonder when he mowed that yard over there. Dadgone. I wish I had me a fire. Now, if I had a big riding lawnmower, I could mow grass. Now, Troy Sleeper, he's getting his lawnmower. I guess he's getting it back. The repair bill on it $600, and I think he said $675. But I need to make a video, just a very short one, about 5 minutes, explaining my situation over a year ago, what I was doing and catching COVID, and my situation now. 'Cause some people, one lady said, well, I just thought you got old and couldn't do. No, I got older all right, but I got COVID, and COVID knocked me. And what is that on that? Oh, it's just a reflection. COVID, no, I didn't get up out of that bed and walk out of there when I got well. I couldn't walk. I still can't walk good. I can walk some, but not as good as I like. If these things don't, is this the peppercorn? No, that's the jalapeno mile. If these things have not sprouted, holy crap, what's that got all that water in there for? They're not sprouting. I see one there that's trying to sprout, so I don't know. I'm probably I won't dump the pellets, but I'll throw them in here and let them dry out and use them for something else. I wish these would hurry up and get rooted. But gosh, I can't get over that rose doing that. I gotta look at that again. Oh my goodness. And this is the first one I've ever rooted. Yes, it is. First one I ever, and I just stuck it in there. I didn't think it would do anything, but dadgone, it's is it getting a little sprout? No, that's not a sprout. What about that? Oh my goodness. I'm going to, I need to wet that down there, my daughter's little thing. She deserves a lot more from me than she gets. Anyway, got the rose rooted. And look at this. I'm gonna look at that, folks. You see that? My rose rooted. That's roots. Holy crap, let's look at that. That is, oh, man. Oh, that's my thrill for the day. I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill and lingered until whatever the rest of it is. I love Fats Domino. Fats Domino, he liked to gamble, and he was doing some shows in New Orleans, and the place that he was doing a show at, it was a gambling casino, and he got in there gambling one night, and he lost a fortune, and he didn't have enough money to pay his markers, they call them. And he had to go to work for the casino to pay them off. And I mean, he was there for years. I don't know if he ever got it all paid out or not. But he lost a fortune. But I loved his stuff. There were several songs there that he did. But that Blueberry Hill, that was the thing. Matter of fact, if you remember Happy Days, when Richie Cunningham got excited about something, or he was going out on a date, he'd be sitting there looking in that mirror. I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. That was Ron Howard. And look at him now. He's bald, probably worth a fortune, and he's a producer and all that stuff. What's the traffic moving so slow for? Anyway, I guess that'll be it for this video, folks. The camera's doing good right now. It's not cut off a time, but it may be getting... I think this thing turns off when it gets hot. So it's not too hot out here today. But yeah, that rose has rooted. My gosh. I love it so much. My rose rooted. That'll be the name of this video. My rose rooted, and the thumbnail will have that picture of me holding that thing up there. I love it. Oh, and I'm hoping she's getting some new sprouts on them. I want to get some cuttings off of them. And you know, used to, when I went to Lowe's back before I had COVID and everything, I would notice people buying some plants and stuff, but I noticed this one guy, he was always in there looking at plants, and he'd go down there and look at them like that, and in the other hand he had a little snipper, and he'd be snipping cuttings off of them. Yes, he was, and that was stealing. I don't care what he calls it, it was stealing. But he was sure nipping. How red is that pepper? Where is that pepper? Oh, right there it is. I see it. It's turning red. It's turning red. And anyhow, that's going to be it for this video, folks. I appreciate you all. I really do. And don't ever forget it. But that rose has made my day. Oh my goodness. How about that, Lisa and Naparuski? They're my plant. Well, some of the others talk to me about plants too, but Lisa and Naparuski's helped me out quite a bit. And Lisa and Naparuski, would y'all do this again? This plant, I'm going to take a snapshot of this. What is this plant called again? Lisa told me one time, but I'm not sure if that was it or not. But it's I can't remember. I want to know the correct name. My wife always called this umbrella tree. Let's see if I can turn it off in my remote. I'll see you in the next one. That's my story, folks, and I'm sticking to it.